Hey, Highlanders fans, Mike Ventola with you as we're getting the opportunity to talk to the new recruits for the women's basketball team here at NJIT. And very happy to have Lilly Anderson with us. And Lilly, first and foremost, welcome to NJIT, even though it's virtually.
Thank you.
Second, you're very welcome. And secondly, how are things going with you and your family during this quarantine time?
Good. We've all been hanging out a lot. It's nice to be able to spend time with them before I go to college, since I do live kind of far from NJIT. So it's been kind of a blessing in disguise.
Now you mentioned too, yeah, absolutely. You mentioned that you're far away from Waxhaw, North Carolina, and for you, what led you to the choice of selecting NJIT as the college you wanted to go play college ball at?
NJIT has a lot of great opportunities, I would say, and that was something that became apparent to me when I first started talking to the coaching staff there. I've wanted to major in biomedical engineering for a while, and it's typically a pretty strenuous major. So it was nice to see that there were other girls on the team that had the same major that I could kind of look to, because I know a lot of coaches say that that's kind of too hard of a major to do for basketball. So that was definitely a big factor. The coaching staff was awesome. They're all wicked nice to me, and the girls on the team, I actually played AAU basketball with one of the girls, Kennedy Cash, so I kind of got to talk to her and listen to her experience. So that was also a big factor for me.
No, which is great to know that, not only so much of, where you're going to go play collegiately, but also too academically as well too, which is very important. To study biomedical engineering, and being able to balance that along with the Division I, opportunity. I'm sure that's going to be a little bit of a tough road ahead of you. But, with your high school career coming to an end, and as you graduate high school and getting ready to start this next venture, was there a moment during your high school days, whether it be academically or even athletically, that really stood out to you and as what will go down as maybe as a favorite memory of yours?
Definitely. One of my favorite memories was junior year. My team made it to the state championship tournament for the first time in school history. And so we made it to the state championship game, but it was such a fun experience. The whole school and community really rallied behind us, and the game didn't turn out how we wanted it to, but honestly, just the experience of being able to drive we played at UNC Chapel Hill with my team, and we all went out to dinner, and just play in such a big setting like that was something that I'll remember forever. It was really fun.
I'm sure for fans, when they look at the roster and they see, Lilly Anderson, forward, okay, that may be your position, but, for folks who haven't seen you play on the basketball court, much like a lot of Highlander fans, what are they going to expect out of Lilly Anderson, the basketball player?
I think something that is really noticeable about me is my communication. So I'm always talking on the court. I am loud, and I'm a smaller forward. So I think my communication and my versatility set me apart from other girls that have a few inches on me.
No, I think that's important. Communication is very key, and I know for all the coaches, they really profess communication out on the floor. But one final question I did want to ask you, Lilly, and just trying to get to know you a little bit. What's a fun fact about you that maybe most folks wouldn't know about you, but maybe it brings out a certain quality of who Lilly Anderson is?
I really enjoy cooking and baking. So during quarantine, me and my sister have been baking a lot together, and we try to make stuff without recipes, and it doesn't always turn out good, but it's just something fun that we do together. So we've come up with a few things that are pretty good, and it's, I don't know, a fun way to spend the time inside, I guess.
Well, you know what? At least it's good to know that, for the women's basketball team here at NJIT, they have some bakers. I'm going to start coming hungry to games just because I know between you and Grace, and outside I'm sure some of your other teammates that they can cook. So this is good to know. We may have to petition to Coach Lane and the rest of the coaches that we may have the women's basketball coaching show at some point. I think we need to so you're going to have to maybe showcase those skills at some point.
Yes, sir.
Well, Lilly, thanks so much for hanging out with us, and it's been great getting a chance to know you, and looking forward to meeting you come the fall when basketball gets rocking and rolling. And until then, stay safe with you and your family.
Thank you.
All right, Highlander fans, that's Lilly Anderson. I'm Mike Ventola. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we look forward to speaking with you next time.